Good morning, children. Now we are learning the best property of a division. We have four fundamental operations. One is plus, another one is minus, into, division. Among these four fundamental operations, division has a procedure. It has a procedure, so which we call it as Euclid's division lemma, Euclid's division procedure. So before going that, let us take some example. Number 1. So take very simple 7 and 3. These two are integers. These two are integers. So here 7 is greater than 3. So 7 becomes dividend, 3 becomes divisor. So this is called dividend and smaller one is called divisor. Is it clear? Suppose if you take 3 is less than 7, when 3 is less than 7, or else if you want to divide 3 by 7, it doesn't go. It doesn't go. You will be getting a decimal. 7 4s are 28. So the remainder is 2. Like that it goes on. So this is not an integer. This is a rational number. Now let us go to the Euclid's division lemma basing all this. There are two positive integers like 7 and 3. We call it as A and B. So here A is greater than B. Then A becomes dividend. 7 is greater than 3. So 7 has become dividend. B has become divisor. So when you divide these two, we expect two more things. One is quotient, another one is remainder. So two positive integers A and B, for example 7 and 3. 7 and 3 doesn't complete the division. When 7 is divided by 3, we must get quotient and remainder. So it clearly says, Euclid clearly says in this division lemma, division procedure, two positive integers A and B just like 7 and 3, there exists a unique pair, independent pair, unique pair. They are identical, you can't change them. Unique means identical, you can't change them. Unique pair, pair means two. One is Q, another one is R. Q, they are also integers, pair of integers Q and R. So in this dividend, division, quotient and remainder, there lies a relation. There lies a relation. Let us see now here. So 7 is divided by 3, 3 2s are 6, the remainder is 1. What is the quotient here? 2. How do you represent it? It is represented by the letter Q. Quotient, Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T. So we represent it as Q. Remainder is very familiar. We represent it R because R. So A and B. When you take A and B, the greater number will become the dividend and the smaller one is divisor. Now here we have taken A is greater than B. When A is greater than B, so we are getting A is equal to BQ plus R. This in other way, in the lower classes we have learnt, so dividend is identical equal to divisor into quotient plus R. Identical equal, it stands for equal, it stands for good, it is congruent, it is identical equal for all the positive integers which satisfy this A is equal to BQ plus R. What is A? Dividend. What is B? Divisor. What is Q? Quotient. What is R? Remainder. So, for example, let us see. The biggest one is 7. 7 is dividend. 7 is equal to divisor 3. Quotient to 2 plus 1. 7 is equal to 6 plus 1. 7 is equal to 7. So, the relation satisfies the relation A is equal to BQ plus R, where you please try to concentrate on this relation very clearly. Let us see. Take this R, this is R. Take this Q, this is Q. This is A, this is B. So, I think you will be understanding very clearly the literal numbers, unknown quantities A, B, Q and R. Now, let us compare each and 3. So, here when we compare A and B, A is greater than B. Okay, very good. Now, the quotient Q must be always less than the divisor, and R is also less than the divisor. So, here R is less than B. Q is less than B. Q is less than B. So, here the concept of 0 has come. 0 is, I want to explain this particular point. Please look at this. So, this can be split as 0 is less than or equal to 2 and R is less than B implies B is greater than R. So, from this we have this. Here R is 0 or less than 0. So, here R is, what is the R here? 1. So, if you write reverse order, R is greater than 0, this is greater than 0. Sometimes it becomes 0. For example, 6 is divided by 3, 3 2s are 6, the remainder is 0, the R is 0. So, R must be either 0 or greater than 0, but it should be always less than the divisor. R is less than the divisor. So, this particular condition must be understood very clearly. So, where R0 is less than or equal to R less than or equal to B. So, this is the Euclid's division lemma. Lemma means procedure. So, usually you will be doing in class 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th like that. But in 3rd class, I have seen one exercise long back. So, divide, for example, divide 7 by 3 and verify your answer. So, how do you verify your answer? So, when you divide 7 by 3, 7 and 3 are positive integers. We call them as A and B. When we are dividing, there must be two unique numbers, unique pair of numbers. Why pair of numbers? They are interrelated. Pair of numbers, pair of integers. Pair means two. Unique pair means independent. They are differ, just like 2 and 1. Just like 2 and 1. So, this relation is a familiar relation. But when we come to 10th class, we have some other exercises. We can divide 7 by 3 and also 3 by 7. 7 by 3 already we have discussed very clearly. Let us go for 3 by 7. So, it does not go. So, take point and put 0. 7 4s are 28. Again 2, put 0. 7 4s are 20. No, 7 3s are no, it's not. 7 2s are 14. The remainder is 6. So, why does this Euclid division lemma fails here? Because the quotient Q is not an integer. Q is not an integer. Not an integer. It is a rational number. Rational number. So, when A is greater than B, so the dividend must be greater than the divisor. Then only we can apply the Euclid division lemma. Second one is, you please select your own two numbers, any of two numbers, and check yourself whether this relation satisfies or not. You please check by yourself, take your own numbers, one is greater, another one is smaller. So, if both are equal, what happens? 3 divided by, for example, 3 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3, 3 ones are 3, remainder 0. So, here 3 is equal to 3, here 3 is equal to 3. So, when both are equal, dividend and divisor both are equal, we will be getting the R as 0. I want to tell you one more important relation. For example, you take 12, A is equal to 12, B is equal to 4. So, 12 divided by 4, 4 3s are 12, the remainder is 0. So, when the remainder is 0, make a note of this. This is very important relation in future course. R is 0. When R is 0, the divisor is a factor of dividend. Divisor is a factor of dividend. If you observe carefully, so when the R is equal to 0, it clearly says that B is a factor of A.